Because of extreme exhaustion from the previous night, when the couple woke up in the morning, they realized they had already missed the perfect time to head out into the ocean. But determined to show his girlfriend sharks up close, the guy impulsively rents an entire fishing boat without thinking twice. What they don't realize is that the moment they step onto that boat, their lives are about to turn into a living nightmare. As the boat reaches the deep waters, where sharks roam freely, the captain, who had seemed friendly until now, suddenly goes silent. Without warning, he pulls out a knife and strikes twice. Just like that, the boy dies a painful, brutal death. With a faint, chilling smile, the captain calmly says, "Welcome aboard." This film introduces a captain who looks completely innocent on the outside, but in reality, he's a ruthless, bloodthirsty monster. And how far he's willing to go, that's where the true horror of this story lies. Now the story shifts to Lisa, a beautiful young woman who is deeply in love with the ocean. She's a passionate surfer, someone who finds peace riding the waves, even alone at night. But this time, luck isn't on her side. She ends up falling straight into the trap of that deranged captain. When Lisa loses consciousness, the captain takes advantage of the dark night. He locks her inside the trunk of his car and drives off, acting completely normal, heading toward the shore. When Lisa finally wakes up, she finds herself trapped inside a dark, locked room. Panicked, she screams, "What is this? Where am I? Whose boat is this?" But she's not alone. Inside that room, she finds the girl from the same couple who had come days earlier. Sadly, her boyfriend was already fed to the sharks the very same day. The girl, terrified, tells Lisa, "We're trapped. There's no way out." Lisa screams for help with all her strength, but her voice disappears into the vast emptiness of the ocean, because now she's far away from land, stranded in the middle of nowhere. And as those desperate screams echo below, up above, sitting calmly on the deck, Captain Tucker listens and smiles in peace. He had started seeing himself as a hunter, and these girls as nothing more than his prey. Their screams didn't disturb him. In fact, they fueled his excitement even more. And when the girls finally grow exhausted and stop screaming, Tucker walks in with a dangerous smile, opens the cabin door, drags them outside, ties them up on the deck, and calmly sets up his camera, ready to record every second of his brutality. The moment he presses record, one of the girls, tied to a crane, is slowly lifted into the air and then left hanging directly above the sharks. She keeps screaming for help, begging, crying, but it doesn't affect that monster at all. And then, in the very next moment, she becomes prey. The sharks tear her apart, and Tucker keeps filming everything, as if this horrifying act is just another trophy for his collection. Once she's completely gone, Tucker locks Lisa back inside that dark room again, and carefully adds the newly recorded video to his collection, almost proudly. But now, Lisa has seen everything with her own eyes, and she understands one thing very clearly. If she doesn't act, she's next. That's when her eyes fall on a trash can nearby, and suddenly, an idea sparks. Without wasting a second, she grabs it, pulls out the handle, snaps it apart, and turns it into a sharp, makeshift weapon. Meanwhile, Tucker has no idea what's coming. He's busy preparing for his next hunt, mixing a sedative, planning to knock Lisa unconscious before carrying out his next sick act. But the moment she gets her chance, Lisa strikes back. In just a few seconds, Tucker is the one lying unconscious on the floor, and without hesitation, Lisa steps forward and pulls the key from his waist. Keeping one eye on Tucker and the other on her restraints, Lisa quickly tries to unlock the handcuffs, but she has no idea. A monster like him won't stay unconscious for long. Suddenly, Tucker wakes up. Lisa doesn't even get a second to think. She instantly runs for her life, but once again, luck isn't on her side. She doesn't get far. Tucker catches her, and without hesitation, he injects something into her body. The drug hasn't fully taken effect yet. Barely holding herself together, Lisa somehow manages to reach the deck. She spots a ship passing in the distance and screams for help with everything she has. But once again, her voice fades into nothing, and just like that, she falls back into Tucker's clutches. Meanwhile, after days of Lisa being missing, her boyfriend realizes that something is seriously wrong. He rushes to the police station to file a report, but they refuse, saying it hasn't been long enough to officially declare her missing, left with no choice. He starts investigating on his own. He makes his way to the beach where Lisa used to surf every day. While going through the CCTV footage around the area, he finally finds a crucial clue. On the day Lisa disappeared, only one pickup truck passed by that location. When he zooms in on the footage and looks closely, he notices a sticker on the truck, and in that moment, everything clicks. It's the logo of a fishing boat. Digging further online, he quickly tracks down the exact location where that boat is usually docked. When he gets there, he finds it, the same boat, with the exact same sticker. He knocks on it again and again, trying to check if someone is inside, but after getting no response for a long time, he slowly starts to walk away. And then, suddenly, he hears a faint sound coming from inside. Following the sound, he quickly rushes onto the deck, and from below, he clearly hears his girlfriend crying out for help. Seeing this, Moses doesn't waste a second. He smashes the glass and carefully climbs inside the cabin, searching for her. The moment he removes the tape from Lisa's mouth, she panics and says, "Quick, find something, like a paper clip or anything sharp, to pick the lock. I'll tell you how to do it before he comes back, or just call the police." Her voice is shaking with fear. Moses nods and rushes back out. Now, they are just one step away from freedom. But once again, fate turns against them. Tucker, returning with supplies, spots him outside. The moment their eyes meet, a brutal fight breaks out. Moses gives it everything he has, but he's no match for Tucker. Within moments, Tucker overpowers him, beats him badly, and locks both of them back inside that same dark room. Seeing her boyfriend in that condition, Lisa breaks down from the inside. But this time, she refuses to give up. She realizes one thing clearly: either they die here, or they risk everything and escape today. And with that thought, she makes a horrifying decision. Using all her strength, she breaks her own thumb. But even then, the handcuffs don't come off. Groaning in unbearable pain, she pauses for a moment, and then, for love, for survival, she puts her thumb in her mouth and bites it off. Now, her hand is finally free. A little while later, when Tucker opens the door, he's shocked. Lisa is gone. Seizing the moment, she locks him inside from the outside. Tucker starts forcing the door open using tools. It's only a matter of time, taking advantage of those precious seconds. Lisa jumps into the ocean and starts swimming toward the shore with everything she has. But luck still refuses to favor her. From behind, Tucker comes chasing her in a small boat. After a desperate struggle, Lisa somehow reaches the shore, but just one step away from freedom, Tucker catches her again, and once again, she's trapped. Back on the boat, Tucker unleashes his rage on both of them. He ties Lisa to the crane again and hangs her directly above the sharks, forcing Moses to watch his girlfriend die right in front of his eyes. As Lisa is lowered closer to the water, Tucker pulls out his camera to capture this terrifying moment. But this time, the story changes. Suddenly, Lisa manages to free herself from the restraints, drops into the water, and swims away with all her strength. For a few seconds, Tucker is completely confused, and that's all she needs. Quietly, she climbs back onto the boat from the other side, grabs a fish gun lying on the deck, and takes aim. Without hesitation, she fires. Tucker loses his balance and falls straight into the ocean, and this time, the same sharks he used to feed others to become his end. Finally, through her courage and sheer will to survive, Lisa manages to save herself and her boyfriend, and with that, this terrifying story comes to an end. This film delivers a harsh truth. The biggest danger isn't the creatures lurking in the depths of the ocean, it's humans themselves, the ones hiding in plain sight all around us. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. Thank you.